I don't know what I'm doing there. Alright, we're just testing, seeing what triple screen looks like on this thing. I have no idea whether it's set up correctly or not. I'm not going to do live weather on this one. I want daytime. I want to see what the hell I'm doing. And I don't even know if my throttles and everything are set up. This will be fun. This might be the shortest stream going. Where's my cup of coffee? Can't get that. This is the worst part. I was just waiting for the damn thing to load. So we're going to be doing this in high. I don't think we'll play in ultra. We'll probably looking at about 20 frames in ultra on this. I think high we can push 30 odd frames. If it ever loads. Getting that. Wonder if they'll ever do proper triple screen rendering. It, from what I can gather, it's just the usual NVIDIA surround and it just stretches it. Factoring streaming, my frames per second will be lower because CPU is encoding. And it's taken an age. Again, it's still going up. Today be nice. I can press the go live button a little bit too soon. Oh dear God. I hope my throttle works, I really do. Or I'm not going to be impressed. Maybe if it doesn't work, I'll just do the autopilot job, the AI flight.
Gatwick Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready at runway 26 left, departing straight out.
With the streaming, I don't even think we can hit 20. I know I tested it just before streaming and it was hitting 30. It is struggling to hit 20 though. So it's clear it needs that extra CPU cycles by the looks of it. Then again, saying that, I might be able to push GPU encoding. Which I may swap over just to see if it works. Because that's pretty poor. Let's try swapping that a second. Where's my mouse gone? That's the question. There. Give me a moment while I swap this over. Not that I think it's that much better, but 92% there. It still uses some overheads. This is where dual PC streaming comes in. Yeah, 1920 frames when you're streaming, blinking heck. Not gonna do anything fancy, we're just gonna go for it, I think. Uh-oh. No, got nowhere to control. I don't know throttle control. Awesome. So for some reason, it didn't detect my flight stick like I thought it should. Anybody know what the keys are? I have no idea what they are. No, it's not that one. Gonna crash. Controls. Jesus Christ. This would be a miracle now. There's so much. I thought there was anything there in the first place. This might be a short stream now, because now I have to work out which one of these I'm going to be doing what. We can't get anything on that one. Well, that's a new one. Oh. Detecting that. Yeah, that's moving. That moves. Moving. Right. Forget that a second. We won't use that for now because it's going to take too long to test with that one. So what we'll do, Xbox controller to the win. And maybe a reset. If only I could get on the controller quickly enough. Oh my god. Hey Jasper. That would be a great excuse, wouldn't it, if somebody just hacked my plane. Now, I'll have to just double check that the flight sticks, I thought they were configured. Clearly they're not, and it's going to take way too long to configure them, so we'll do an Xbox controller for now. This is really only an FPS test. And as you can see, it is struggling on triples.
Gatwick Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready at runway 26 left straight out departure.
And at 20 odd frames, 19 frames is kind of difficult to take off. Not as smooth as you'd like it to be. And it's really sensitive on the Xbox controller, so you'd have to set up sensitivity as well. Oh Jesus Christ, do you see how quick that pulled up? It would be hurling everything right now. That's so sensitive. Yeah, we're not. We're gonna stall out now. Can't get this nose to pull up ever so slightly because it wants to go to max. Remember, this is streaming all off the same PC, so we're going to struggle on frames. We're hitting 21 and this is all on high settings. Slight overlap there. Trying to get it up in the air. What we'll do, we'll change graphic settings. May have to notch it down to medium just to see how it plays. Any improvement on that one? Probably not. Still taking long at 21. This is so sensitive on an Xbox controller. Holy crap. Just a little touch and the whole thing's flicking up and down. Well, that's the correct resolution for the triple screen. So if we go out now, what we're going to do, because clearly it's not working there, is it? What we're going to do though, is turn it to medium. Check that we've got at least. Take bloom off. That's there. Let's see what medium does for us. Remember, it takes a few moments to kick in. It's a little bit better. We're nearly at 30. Oh, drop back down again. It was up then. It definitely needs 30 to play smoothly. Because the controller, you can feel even the controller is responding slightly better. And chances are if you weren't streaming, it would be a lot better. Remember that my resolution as well is slightly wider than some because it's running triple ultra wides. I'm glad that I'm just running 1080p ultra wides instead of 1440p resolution, because that'd be even worse. I wonder what this is going to run like in VR. Oof, that'll be the next test. So again, as you can see, the side screens, especially over there, not so much over that side, but here you can see it's stretched. If you pan it, that's what that pillar should be looking like. So I think we're talking definitely 3080 territory to get half decent frame rate. Even then I gotta think, even that's gonna struggle on triples. Not that I'll be playing it on this. What's weird though, it isn't maxing out, even though my overclock on my CPU is 4800. It's not hitting that, it's like a constant 44. It's just not stressing the CPU at all to warrant the CPU jumping up.
Gatwick approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 4 miles south of Gatwick. Request flight following.
Nah. We're not flight following, we're just gonna fly until we die. $27, $26. Chances are then, you know, we could probably squeeze out 30 then without the streaming going on. What I might have to do is swap this over to single screen, just to see what the performance is like. Kind of cool, you can hear the wind noise. Actually should do that and rotate. So now let's change that. We're up in the air now. Can we general? Let's drop that down to low. The only thing we're adding is hey, we finally get 35. Just about squeeze 30 if we notch it right the way down to low. Brother Aiden, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So to get it to run remotely anywhere smooth on at least my triple screen setup with a 1080 Ti, it's you're looking at a low res. Might be able to tweak it slightly to get a bit better in terms of resolution, but or quality I should say. And you can probably add another 5 to 8 frames for the streaming side of it. So how's that going to disorientate? Can't tell where you're going. But I thought it'd be interesting for people to see and whether they would even contemplate running it on a triple setup. I'm sure some people have tried it. But Jesus, if you're gonna do Xbox controller, tweak your controller. Go into the settings first. Jesus, talk about twitching. I'm hardly moving the stick on the left, and it's really, really sensitive. Don't ask me to land. I wouldn't have any clue. I kind of want to put it onto Ultra now just to see how low a frame rate we're going to get. It's probably going to be like 10. Will I do that? I don't know. That might be a bit too much. Go on, let's have a laugh. And we're not even over a densely populated area. Ultra, we're not going to change anything else. Get ready for Jerkfest. 16 frames in Ultra. Ooh, 17. Yeah, that's pretty dodgy. That's not gonna work, is it? It's not going to work, is it? It's going to span it because I've got that. It won't let me do it too. Sometimes you can go into games that will let you do that. Take it off that. I don't know if it'll let me do this, but we'll give it a go. Boop. So now it's windowed mode, so I don't know whether we got any worse on that, but now we're pushing 47 with a 1080 Ti, and now the controller's responding way better. So actually, it's definitely GPU that helps. I mean, I was pushing with a 2700X. Yeah, there's going to be sensitivity settings somewhere. I just haven't got into it. I'm not going to mess around with controller settings. This is purely just to have a look at the graphics and the frames per second more than anything. So I was using a 2700X with an RTX 2070. My other video, and that was pushing around 41 when streaming as well. So this is on 42, 43. So it's definitely not a CPU. You know, you can have a weaker CPU. It's definitely GPU that's going to help you the most. You know, it doesn't matter. You could have an all singing, all dancing CPU, but ultimately GPU is where it's going to be at. I'm flying the same kind of area. We're over London at the moment. Dare I say it's a little bit smoother maybe, but not a huge difference.
X-ray Golf Sierra, your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning. Reset squawk tree 1 tree tree.
It's inoperative. It's gonna take a nice guy. Well, who knows, you know? What I don't get is this. Wait for this. What I don't get is, out of the box, supposedly they're going to be supporting the HP Reverb G2, which is the highest resolution headset you can get. And then are they ultimately thinking, well, if you can afford a G2 with your PC, you've probably got a good PC, therefore you've probably got a 2080 Ti, or you're going to be buying a new card anyway. Who knows? But yeah, it's I don't know what they're thinking on that one. Oh god, yeah, you know, looking out the window.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra ATC services terminated.
So much to look at. Even better if you knew where you were and you could identify stuff. Is that what that is? I wouldn't have a clue. Wrong side of the country for me to know anything. Ooh, what's that down there? Golf course? Well, it would be south, but we took off from Gatwick, which is further south yet again, isn't it? But, God no, we could look at the map actually, that'll tell us where we are. When I say tell us, it might show. How do you zoom out? There we are. only tap that then, it's shot up. Try and get some altitude in, shall we? So, you know, it's a bit sensitive with the controller, but yeah, it's fine. Definitely playable. It's way better than using a keyboard, because I couldn't even find the keys. It was good that the honeycomb yoke was automatically detected. The T-Flight POTUS was automatically detected as well on the PC upstairs, so I'm disappointed that my X55 wasn't automatically detected. I was assuming that was. I could have sworn it was, but maybe I did something, I don't know. You've been on a Cessna? I've never been on a Cessna myself. It's a shame you can't have... It's a shame you can't have like a drop a pin to where you want to go or something, you know? Maybe there is, but you've got to use a different map. I don't know. Realised that when I was low on fuel before, I just got to come in here and change the fuel load here. That would have been easier. But you live and learn. I think it's safe to say that if I'm going to be playing this game, it'll definitely be on the other system. Because, yeah, it's just not going to really work on here, is it? Bumpy ride. Lots of turbulence, was it? Ooh, what's down there? Should we try a different... Let's do... a menu. Continue. Because we've been around there a few times. Let's go somewhere else. I'd have to take your word for it. I really wouldn't know. What am I doing? I know none of these. No. Oh. Ugh. It was absolutely roasting again, even though it was actually miserable, wet, raining most of the day. Warmed up this evening. Jesus. I've got the fan on the floor pointing at me. It's doing nothing. God, what a useless fan. Is this loading? Anybody know? I think the only time I've seen this game performing 60 frames plus in Ultra is those running it on a 2080 Ti. On a single screen, anyway. It's down to 25 on the living room. Oh no, is it nighttime? I'll have to change that. Wow. That looks kind of cool. How do I change that? No, that's not what I was looking for, was it? Shoot. Oh, it's here, isn't it? Blah, 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 blah. Not weather. Where do you change time of day then? Fuel. Basic controls. Checklist. Camera. Well, crap. I can change it there. Ah, I see. That'll do. Sunny days. Here again. Crap, it does this all the time. Whoa. Gotta really watch that stick. Oh my god, you're gonna have to tap it the wrong way. That is just way too quick, that was. Probably gonna end up over speeding, but the hell. I have no idea. Oh, with my flying, it'll never take the strain. There we are, we can reset the view. That's good to know. I have no idea where we're supposed to be traveling to see anything. There's a nice tower straight ahead. Be good if I knew in relation to the airport where stuff was. It'd be good if they did points of interest on the map. You know what I mean? You'd think, you know, Rome be kind of a popular place to look at. But then again, where the hell do you fly? Which direction?
Chimpino Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
Have to find it first. What the hell? Some interesting style buildings, but what's that all about? That's 37 frames. The textures are still loading in slightly on some of these. Guessing these are the kind of things they expected to be looking from afar. That's loading in. Is that like a little waterfall underneath that bridge? I don't know. That would be tempting to see if it could fly under. I'm really tempted. You reckon you can fly under those? Nah. They look a bit narrow. That's a bridge. That's for the trains. Follow the train in. Quite sure what's happening with the water, but there. I think we want to head over there a second. That looks like it could be interesting. Kind of tempted to, but I probably will bin it. Maybe not be the best aircraft for trying tricks. Maybe if I was using the stunt aircraft. It's quite a busy place though. It is pretty much ram-packed. Ooh, hello. loading in. Pretty darn cool, isn't it? Wouldn't get that in X-Plane. No, without adding in some scenery packs and God knows what. And that's what you got to look at. You got to look at, well, you know, for a basic level game, it does a hell of a lot. And from a distance, that looks pretty darn good. When you zoom in, you see the flaws, but from there, so to speak, that's pretty convincing. Exterior shot a second. What was that? Football stadium? Can I give him a flyby? Damn. I think I didn't go far over. I'll have to go round. There's the stadiums and grounds around here everywhere. That looks like an important building. Maybe there's a Pope Easter egg. Literally is an egg. I mean, what the hell is that? It's kind of good just to have a look and just see what's around in certain areas. It's like, what? You feel like you're on some kind of surveillance mission. Oh, that's really disorientating when you're doing that. Get ready. Should be getting a better view of you. Yeah, it's like a football stadium stuck in the corner. Need some football supporters just to let us know. What else have we got out there? Anybody spy anything?
Alitalia 209 Rome approach. Continue to Charlie Mike Papa as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Nothing over there. Trying to see if I can spy anything else worth peeking at. And look at the grounds they got here, like sports everywhere. Looks like there's a small runway over there. Is that the one I took off from? Don't know. I have no idea. Oh, looks like it's the rail network. Oh, that slowed down a little bit there. There's just so much to look at. I think that's the main difference. You know, if you take a base X-plane to this, there's so much more going on. It makes an easy decision for me because I'm not that well invested in X-planes, so. Yeah, some trains. There's cars and vehicles going around, but I don't think I've seen any trains. I was thinking that there look some vehicles actually moving for a change. Well, we should be able to get there. I can add more fuel anyway. We're heading in that direction. We'll follow this road, shall we? If it leads to the mountains. Full throttle and see if we can stick close to the ground through the mountains, is it? I don't think so. Let's have a butcher, shall we? What's the view? Ooh, nice road network. It's kind of cool, I like that. How does it know to render in those little sections? It's really weird.
Tower on 127.625 Alitalia 209er.
That's the next thing to get sorted of views. Change that? No. I thought there was like a drone cam, which was supposed to be pretty good. At least with this you get to see a bit of a wider view. Some buildings just in the mountains. So let's have a quick look at the map, see where we are, shall we? No, we're going straight into the middle of the boot. I won't be on late too much myself because I got work in the morning. It's stupid o'clock. Kind of like reversed. That's a lot of trees. Holy shit. Mafia houses in the hills. My altitude. Oh, it's dropped a little bit, not a huge amount. All we need now is access something like a Eurofighter or something and fly through the mountains, and that'll be great. follow that road section. But we're going to go inside for a little bit. Jesus. Watch that control, it's very sensitive. I still can't get over the number of trees that you can see. In X-Plane you can download mods to add trees, but even then they're still not that dense. There's shed loads. That. No, tunnel would be there. Road section would join on. That would be a cool road. Alright, that's the mission. Over there. You know it's gotta be done. But it's got to be done in chase cam. Oh, everything. I mean, you know, as you say, trains are a little bit meh. Okay, they could put trains in. But yeah, the water, the traffic that is on the roads, it is a small amount of traffic, but at least there is traffic of some form. I mean, as you get down to these trees, it's like, holy crap. You just realize, if you just look and think, okay, how many trees are there? That just looks really densely populated with trees. Trying to decide which one to go under. They could do. It won't let you under. No. Right, can't go under there. And we cleared that. But clearly the game doesn't want you to go through that. Gutted. They need to work on their collision detection. That's just not on. I wonder if they must allow you to go under the big bridges. Because at the moment it's clear that whatever kind of, if you've got like a gap underneath a road network, that road may be still mapped to the terrain underneath. So the small bridges and the small roads, you might not be able to go under. We'll have to try a big bridge and see if you can go under a big bridge. I'm assuming you can. But yeah, we're not going to do that now. This was only going to be a short stream just to have a quick test and see how things are going. And clearly, triple screen is out the window, which is a shame, but we'll revisit that when we get an upgrade, because the upgraded graphics card will go into this machine anyway. and then we can see what kind of improvements we get. Can we then at least play high res on triples? That's a deal breaker, literally unplayable. Well, you know, it is a bit disappointing, but perhaps we've got to remember it's still early days. Perhaps that will change as the game progresses through. You know, they'll be able to do away where roads and, I don't know, bridges or whatever are spaced, shall we say. I didn't even know what kind of term to use there, and how allow you to fly under them. But anyway, I gotta leave that there. It's getting late for me. I gotta get myself to bed early in the morning for work. Oh, the joys. So thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.